Malibu, California. A 21-mile-long strip of beaches north of Los Angeles, which is home to some of the wealthiest individuals in the entire world. Now, if I had to live in Los Angeles, and I had the means to do so, without a doubt, it would be right here in Malibu. And today, we're getting a rare look inside a Billionaire's Hawaiian-style Malibu estate. The home is set on a prized 2-acre, lushly landscaped bluff top with views of the Pacific Ocean and total privacy. The estate is net zero carbon, meaning it's 100% electric, featuring Tesla batteries, solar panels, and EV charging stations. It's the second net zero carbon home in Malibu, producing 0 carbon emissions. It's always a good day when you can surf before work. Time to finally get a look at this house. We have been given the door code. Maybe this is it? Are we in? And just like that, welcome. There's over 300 trees that have been planted and meticulously landscaped on this property to give you what you see behind me. And the main inspiration behind this property is that Hawaiian lifestyle and architecture with a very Polynesian theme. I mean, right off the bat here, look at this retaining wall built out of lava rock. There's little details throughout the whole space that I'm gonna point out that just really, well, you'll see in a sec. So before we even go into the house, which you can't even really see because the landscape does such a great job of camouflaging it into the scenery, I want to show you, are you ready for this? I want to show you the beehive. So there's actually a bee colony on this property. Those are the 2 boxes, and I'm not sure the exact amount, but the agent was saying, do you remember, it's like 25 gallons of honey per year from these guys. So these bees are pollinating this entire property. And here we have all the fruit trees, lemons, passion fruits, fresh oranges. Like, imagine coming out in your yard. I think this is actually a clementine, but imagine coming out into your yard on a day like today, just popping a clementine right off the tree. Oh wow, try some of this. Holy crap. It's good, right?
Oh my God.
Just imagine this, like what I'm trying to, it's the freshest you can get. In this video, my main point is not to sell you on this house, but to really drive home the lifestyle that getting this house would provide you, which would be fresh fruit and scenic vistas overlooking the sea. You've got the islands off in the distance, Catalina, and the sun's gonna go down right behind that island in a few hours. We'll get some shots of that. But just look how beautiful this is. Pristine manicured landscaping, and just imagine when this matures in like 5-10 years how large these fruit trees are going to be. All these palms are going to be covering the driveway. I mean, right now it looks fantastic, but just imagine with time this place is really going to flourish. And then the beehive, I still can't believe there's a beehive on this property. Super unique. So back to the driveway, you can see we have these pavers below our feet, and the driveway extends all the way around to the house. But before we go to the house, I want to point out we have a tennis and basketball court right off of the main driveway here. So this is a full-size regulation tennis court and basketball court on the property here, with a view of the mountains off in the distance, blue skies here. But just imagine having a tennis court at your property and a basketball court. You know, I was sitting here and I was thinking, this is a you made it house. This is one of those places where you would never want to leave. Off of the tennis court though, there is a bathroom, shower, so after the match you want to shower off, you can do so right there. And as you continue on, you have the motor court. We have some parking off to the left. And again, just look at that cool lava retaining wall here and all the palm fronds and all the flower. Oh, like look at that. Do we have tight shots of the flowers? The landscaping is the first thing that sticks out about this home. I mean, look at these palms. These are mature palms that were brought in to really have you just escape to the Hawaiian Islands. And now with the approach of the house, you can really get a look at that Hawaiian architecture, where the house is just one story, which really is mainly to optimize the views. So every bedroom will have a view in the house. And before we head in, there's one more feature in the landscaping I want to point out here. So a massive aspect of the landscaping is sound design. So follow me this way. There's a little creek that was built to run along the house here under the front porch with the sound of water the entire day. How tranquil is this? The birds, the water, the surf. Like, I don't want to leave. And if you know Malibu, one of the biggest, I hate to use the word issue, but an issue typically is parking. But on 2 acres of land up here, look behind me, you've got 2 garages that can each fit 2 cars a pop, plus all this real estate here to park for events, having your friends and family over. And finally, approaching the house here, check out this lanai. So this is a very typical feature in Hawaiian homes, is the massive front porch. So you have these huge stairs leading you up to look at this. Well, one, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little blown out.
Yeah.
So you can't see that yet, but check this out. So the porch runs the entire length of the house here. And like I mentioned, it's all one level, so we'll show this side too. So this I like for many reasons, and the main one is it gives a communal aspect to the house. Like, this house is massive. It's over 16,000 square feet. And for some reason, having the lanai makes it feel more intimate and more like a home rather than some gaudy, huge mansion. So I love this. This is one of my favorite areas about the house. So off of this porch, we're finally gonna head into the house, and you'll notice that this entire front door area is glassed, because when you walk right in, you have the Pacific Ocean right in your home here. I'm gonna take you outside. You can only say this in California, indoor outdoor living at its finest. The entire back wall opens up, taking you out to your pool with an infinity edged heated swimming pool here with the blues of the Pacific Ocean in the background. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. This is what it's all about here in California, especially in Malibu. And here you really get the perspective of, one, how large the pool is, but two, the architecture of the house with that single level running the entire lot. We'll talk about this in a second. I love this little outdoor area, but let's head on down, because another rarity in this property, again, is the land. Look at your rolling green backyard with the blues of the Pacific like this. I'm a beach guy. I live in New York City, but the beach is where my heart is. And if I could wake up every day and come out here and swim a lap or two, go down and surf if I wanted, or even just look at the ocean, is that worth almost $30 million? Maybe. And at the end of your lawn, you've got a putting green. Right here in your home. And then off of your putting green, actually, let's take them in here and show them this, and then we'll work through it that way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back inside. This is a very impromptu tour because I just wanna go through the house and more so drive home how it makes you feel being here rather than the specifics. So heading up this beautiful staircase, this is the owner's suite in the mansion, which is just about 2,000 square feet of space upon to itself. So the owner's suite is bigger than most homes in America. And here, just like the rest of the house, it's all about the views. Entire back wall opens up, so you've got the ocean in your house here. Bringing it back in, we've got this fireplace. Look at this. Just kidding, that's actually just steam. Look how cool that looks with the LED lights underneath, giving it that fire feeling. Above the fireplace, you've got the flat screen, and along the fireplace, this is a very rare type of smoked Japanese wood. I'll put the name on the screen right here, but I just love how it continues with that feeling of the Polynesian and Pacific Island heritage in this house. You've got your bed front and center. A lot of the furniture in here is kept low to, again, maximize the views. That's a staging tip. Whenever you have views in a place, you want the furniture to be low so your eye goes to the view and not in the furniture. If we look up, we've got this beautiful pitched woodwork on the ceiling here. And then I want to take you to the bathroom, because the bathroom is, it's like a spa. And there is an actual spa in this house aside from this. So welcome to the owner's bathroom, where the focal point is this porcelain soaking tub, where you have this window which opens fully to let indoor out and outdoor in. And if you look above, that is your shower. And then you've got this marble vanity running the entire space here. This is like the makeup station. This is the water closet with the smart toilet. You walk in, it opens, it sprays, it heats, it cools, and it even flushes. And then you've got the shower. So this is the actual shower, where you have the dual rainfall shower heads, marble on the back wall here, nice little seat here, drain built right into that floor. And then this, oh yeah, this is some kind of an etched stone here on the back. I love that a lot. Very minimal and clean, but not minimal in the way where you'd be like, I wouldn't want to live in here. Minimal where it feels clean and it feels modern, yet has the wood elements where it gives it that Hawaiian heritage. The bathroom has the pocket door, so you can keep this open, or you have this frosted glass here. There's also a little breakfast bar here where you have pretty large refrigerator.
Coffee machine. And
then your coffee machine right above. And then we have, where are the lights at? Where are they at? There they are. This is the walk-in closet. I just had to show this because this is bigger than my first New York City apartment. Huge closet, tons of space for clothing, shoes, whatever you're gonna put in here, your watch collection, whatnot. Actually, no, that's the shoe rack. Look at, actually switch, because that's kind of crazy. That's the shoe rack. The whole back wall is the shoe rack. But this is what you'd expect. $30 million, you're gonna have a closet like this. So back into the owner's suite, you've got that view right there in your face. Another thing that isn't in your face, but it's here, is, so on the plane to Los Angeles, I was watching a movie about AI, and we come in here and the agent's showing us around, and he sits here and he says, Nicola, TV out, please.
Okay.
And sure enough, the TV pivots out on the wall. So you can watch it from the bed. Any command you can think of that involves automation, that AI built into the house will do. So all the doors and windows are automated. Hey Nicola, TV in please. And just like that, the TV closes flush onto your fireplace. The actual function of that is the fact that when you're in bed, your view is of the ocean, and you wouldn't want that blocked with the TV, or even if you had the TV here and it was automated out, you wouldn't have this bench. So that's the best of both worlds. You can sit in this chair or talk to your AI and she can control everything in the house, probably even pay your bills. You got this huge pivot door here, again with that frosted glass. The proportions in this home are pretty massive. So now we're gonna head back into where we started. And this is the great room slash kitchen slash dining room. This is the hub of the house, where if you look up, we have that traditional Hawaiian style pitched roof overhead here with a lot of modern finishes. Starting right here in the kitchen, where there's not one, not two, but 3 kitchen islands in this home, which is pretty ridiculous because they are also of huge proportions. We have built-in everything, so you have your induction Gaggenau cooktop. The vent comes seamlessly out of this marble countertop, stainless steel there. And I really like what they did here. On either end of the far islands, you've got this big old slab of wood built right onto the island that makes a nice breakfast bar. So you have the one here, and then at the far end on this island, a bookend one on the other side. I like how they had that mix of the wood and the stone. Look at this sink. Trough sink here, proper sink for actually preparing a meal here, all stainless steel. And then the back, we have all your cabinets. These are polyform. Check this out. Refrigerator, freezer combo. Fit for a house of this caliber. I mean, look how big these things are. And I love how flush everything is with the polyform. Real slick looking. The suite here is Miele on the back. Got your ovens here. And then off of the, quote, show kitchen, this is the chef's kitchen. So this, you have, again, everything that we've seen out there. Another one of those beautiful trough sinks. This is another induction cooktop. Industrial size oven below. Tons of pantry space. Coffee maker. And then a whole nother freezer refrigerator set here. So this really is a house. I mean, just look at this, like the space and how open it is. This is a house that you would have 100 people over. You could really have an event here and it wouldn't feel cramped in this space. This shot shows it a lot better as far as the scale of the space and how, like I said, you could have 100 people in here and you wouldn't even notice it because this house is so large. And even for perspective, these ceilings are 20 foot here at the main pitch in this. And for a single level house, like to have 20-foot ceilings, it's pretty impressive. What's even more impressive is the laundry room. And it's impressive for many reasons, but mainly in my mind because there's a dog washing station. I have a huge golden retriever, and in New York City, if I had this in my apartment, my gosh, no more $150 grooming bill. You've got 4 washer and dryers, Another sink here. We've got all of our gear laid out for the time being, but the laundry room itself is even impressive. Then off of the kitchen, this would be your den, family room, media room, where we have another one of those cool water vapor fireplaces. That's like the ultimate party trick. You have people over and it's like, hey, check this out, and you touch the fire. Marble on the chimney going up here. And then again, just more of that nice minimal low-rise furniture here in the space. And then on the back, the fireplace is bookended by these shelves here with that hardwood again. Your den also has outdoor space because we're in California and indoor outdoor living, but also because, come on now, look at this. You've got the continuation of that stream from the front of the house, which actually flows under the structure here into a secondary pond. It has been proven that the frequency of water can actually heal and, I mean, obviously relax you, but there's healing effects to listening to water. And you could just sit out here and imagine how calm and peaceful it is. Then right off of your pond, your land also connects to the backyard where you've got the putting green and the pool and all that, the views of the Pacific. But I mean, man, this house really is just, I hate the term, but I love the term indoor outdoor living because it's abused in real estate, especially in these kinds of videos. But in a place like this, on a day like today, indoor outdoor living, that's the name of the game here. So we're gonna make our way back into the den, and now we're gonna take the long journey to the guest house. Passing through the mudroom here, some nice storage. We've got a powder room off of the mudroom. This is one of the bedrooms, so there's 6 bedrooms in the property. This is just one of the guest rooms in the house. But out of this first guest room, we're about to enter the glass hallway, which leads to the guest room, which I love that they made this an experience upon itself because the little river flows under the structure here. You can actually hear the water flowing and see it flow into the second pond here. And again, we are facing west, so you have the sunlight. I guess this will be kind of southwest. So you got sun the whole day coming through this space, the palms inside. But at the end of the hallway, this is the guest house. I would love to live in this guest house. When we first toured this place, I was like, I would be more than happy to live in just the guest house. The guest house has outdoor space, of course, because that's the theme of the place. I do want to show you as well that there is a private entrance, it's actually multiple, to the guest house. So for some perspective, there's the little stream and there's the 2-car, or should I say 4-car garages in 2 structures right off the motor court. I'm not even gonna shut this. Typically I would shut that, but I mean, the whole wall is open right here, so what's another door? Off of the main space, check out this bathroom. There's a full bathroom here with an oversized window with the views of the palms and that lush green in the shower. You've got your laundry room off the hallway right here. It's about half the size of that main one in the house. And then at the end, this is the guest house bedroom, which is pretty large. It's actually a really decent size again. And here is the bathroom in this space, which has a beautiful shower. Look at this shower in here. Walk on in there, look how big that is. And then again, because of the privacy of this lot, you can have huge windows in your shower just because you don't have any neighbors here. I want to drive that home as well. 2 acres on a very, very secluded and private lot. For instance, your back porch here, or technically your front porch, all you have is the view of the mountain in the distance, the hills of Malibu. And actually, oh, I just noticed this. The developer told me that there was actually a garden. And here's the garden. We've got chamomile right here, a bunch of other herbs growing, some carrots, rhubarb, like oregano, this chives. What else do we have? Sage, lemon thyme, pizza thyme. Like, come on now. I filmed a lot of nice houses in my day, and this one checks every single box. And also I want to mention this is move-in ready, so you can move in to this house like right now. If you got 28.5 million, you can get the key, all the furniture stays and it's yours. Leaving the guest house, we're gonna head back to the heart of the home. And this is where we left off last time. So you've got the kitchen there. This is the formal dining room table right off of the 3 kitchen islands. And then this space also connects to the formal entertaining area. So you've got some couches here And then this at the end of the great room, check out this bar. You've got seating for 6 with this massive, colossal marble bar at the end of the space here. You even got a tap here with an actual keg. So this is coming with the house. If you want to buy this place right now, it comes with the keg. We're going to toss that in for you. But seriously, you have a hotel grade bar in your house. We have 4 wine storage here on the back. These are gagging out. Then a little prep sink. We have the ice maker. A drawer or dishwasher. I love the alternatives to the storage of like dishwashers, fridges. You know, it's kind of cool that it's a drawer. And then on the other side here, refrigerator stocked, of course, because I mean, you got the keg, why not stock the fridge? You might notice that in this room, there's only one TV and it's right above the bar. It's definitely an afterthought. And that is because there's an entire home cinema in the mansion with tiered seating here, totally blacked out, all soundproof. Got your screen right there. The projector is built in overhead. And we even have, hey Nicola, could you turn off the projector, please?
Powering off.
But this is the theater. Got a nice little built-in here. Got your candy, the controls for everything if you don't want to use Nicola.
I'm sorry. Can you express that another way?
Nicola, we're making a YouTube video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And it is pretty unique because then you walk out of the movie theater and you're just, boom, back to Malibu, back to this huge great room where I want to show this really quick as well. We kind of skimmed past this when we walked in because we went right to the view. But this is the entryway of the home where we have a home office off to the left here. Nice little space. Got some built-ins there, open shelving, desk. This pockets off. This is the main entry, and then on the other side, right when you first walk in, you've got the powder room right here. Just right when you come in. I feel like it's worth showing because I want to show the entire house and really give a feel for what this space looks like. The thing is, on a day like today, it is hard to want to stay inside with how nice it is outside. And there's a few features out here that I actually didn't mention the first time we were out in this main back pool area. So you've got this covered loggia here with another fireplace where we have that volcanic rock going up the chimney here with another flat screen over top. I just love these fireplaces because it's not even a real fire, but it looks like it is. Pretty cool. And then again, you got the backyard and your views. And there's still a whole lot more house to show. I didn't even point out there's a bar over there. Yeah, you got an outdoor kitchen. We're not even gonna show that, but of course you have an outdoor kitchen here. So back on inside, past the indoor bar. This is the guest wing of the house, and even we will show this because it's a part of the architecture and it's pretty significant. So again, the porch wraps from the front all the way around the side of the house. So you have another entry here to the guest wing, which is right down this staircase. And I like how it has its own like whole part of the house here. Wow, that looks like a painting. You go in first. Look at that. So this is just one of the guest rooms. Again, the house was built to utilize that view there. It feels like we're in Hawaii right now. It feels like Four Seasons Resort. I mean, it's one of those places where even, for instance, I just noticed this. There's an outdoor shower right there.
Every guest room has one. Every
single guest room apparently has an outdoor shower. So we'll break this room down really quick. There's not too much that I have to say. You've got your storage here, and I like how it doesn't take up too much space, and it's not like its own separate closet. Very tastefully done. This is polyform. You got your bathroom off to the side here. Pretty large bathroom. And the fan favorite, the outdoor shower. I would never shower inside if I owned this house. So serene. Outdoor shower with a view of the Pacific. Indoors though, you have another shower, which is just as impressive. Take a little peek in there, you got a little bench. And then on the side here, you've got typical vanity, the water closet, and then another big mirror in the back here. Wow, that light though, that's so pretty. Across from this guest bedroom, we got the fitness center with glass to allow for light, but also to give you the view of just the lush greenery of your property. And then again, you're hit with the sounds, that landscaping sound design here. The gym, pretty functional, pretty amazing. Got your free weights, you got a rowing machine here, Peloton, and then your back patio with your yoga mats where you could come out here and literally just disappear. You could come out here and meditate, do some yoga, just get in your mindfulness with the view of your garden and your pond and the sound of the water. I'm not even trying to sell this place to you because I'm already sold on it, but I think I'm thinking to myself like, man, I gotta make some more money. All for the gym. This is the spa through these double doors. Got a skylight overhead, and then we have a full-on spa. So you have your steam shower here. This is redwood in the sauna, brand new, never before been used. Just smell that wood, delicious. Then on the back wall, you have a dual vanity with a full-length mirror here, water closet, and then this is a nice little changing station here with some lockers overhead. And yeah, there's a spa, like a full-on spa, along with the spa in the owner's bedroom. And then we have a little wet bar here right off of the gym with a little prep sink, more cabinet space, and then a nice industrial Sub-Zero refrigerator here. So back out of the gym into that main guest wing hallway. Oh, look at this. You just pop in here and just get a little view of that. So this is a mirror image of that first guest bedroom. And I don't have to say anything because just look at that. It's beautiful. I love Malibu. This is pretty sweet though. In this room is the brain of Nicola. This runs the entire house and it's all labeled out too. So you can see media room, tennis court, pool, all that. This is where it all goes down. I don't even know how any of this works, but it's pretty cool to look at. Back into the hallway. At the very end, I like how they glassed off this corner here just to really immerse the landscaping into the space. You get a view of the tennis court there. And then behind me, this is the third guest room on this side here, which leads us out to the backyard, which is very distinct for a few reasons. The first is that here in Malibu, when you do get up into the hills, it is extremely rare to find flat land. So in here you have this beautiful flat backyard, perfectly landscaped, and it's really from where you are now, Blake, that you can see the beauty and the design and the architecture of the guest wing, where you see all three outdoor spaces, and then the use here of the landscaping for the function of adding the privacy between each outdoor back terrace. Now, final thoughts on this property. I want to buy it, but I don't have the funds. This house checks off every single box for me as far as what I would look for in a home, especially in the wellness sector. The fact that it is a zero carbon house, the fact that you have this beautiful landscaping with the water features and the birds, and just the overall layout and aesthetic and feeling combined with that modern touch of top of the line appliances, the built-in AI, everything just comes together so nicely for a truly one-of-a-kind property. I want to thank the developers and the agents for letting us film this home. If you are looking to buy this, again, it is turnkey ready, and the link's down below in the description. So with that, I hope you're well watching this, and I'll see you in the next episode.